Good morning to all of you present here today on this auspicious occasion of our 75th Independence Day. It is my honor to welcome our director, Dr. Hemlata, all my colleagues, and dear students to this celebration in our institute. I feel a little excitement. I'm sure all of you all too. हलचल मन में एक हलचल, if you may say so, on this day. It is very typical to 15th of August. I think it is the common emotional thread that connects us, making us remember our martyrs with all their sacrifices for our freedom, the strength of unity that they showed, and above all, the power of non-violence. This day surely makes us all beaming, proud Indians. Also a time to remember our soldiers, our COVID warriors, our soldiers who continue to be martyred, who are right now guarding our borders so that we are safe and can enjoy our freedom. The last 2 years showed us different kinds of warriors. Our health force, doctors, nurses, frontline workers, police department, voluntary organization and individual volunteers. All of them had tirelessly worked the last 2 years in such testing times. We salute all of them. I would also like to remember our Olympic champions who came back with glorious 7 medals, bringing gold, silver and bronze, making us all very proud. I think it's a very befitting gift for this Diamond Jubilee anniversary. All of us can serve, all of us can be of service to the nation. Some of us are called to more responsible roles, but no effort or contribution is insignificant. Every little step that we take takes us that much closer to our goal. With this, I'd like to remind you or bring to your attention the 6th IPCC report, that is the Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change, which was released last week. The rigorous scientific assessment of climate change defines changes that are unprecedented in thousands, if not hundreds and thousands of years. Thankfully, the report stresses that there is still time to act, but we must do so immediately. Limiting climate change impacts demands strong and sustained reduction in greenhouse gas emissions. So while governments and policymakers draw up the best roadmap to this effect, we as responsible citizens can today pledge to use our country's resources that much more carefully, cautiously, and conservatively. I will leave you with that thought and once again welcome all of you to this glorious day celebration. आप सबको स्वतंत्रता दिवस की हार्दिक शुभकामनाएं. Yeah, thank you. The order by the parade commander now, please.
नमस्ते मैडम, परेड आपका निरीक्षण के लिए तैयार है मैडम. नमस्ते मैडम.
So happy Independence Day. Cheers. The country has launched a year-long celebration on the last Friday to commemorate the 75 years that we are going to complete after becoming independent, with a slew of programs such as development, many other things like technology. So what we have achieved. Last year the theme of the Independence Day was Atmanirbhar. So true to Atmanirbhar, many programs and developments occurred and infrastructure facilities have been developed to showcase our skills and also to be competitive at global level, at global stage. So here in NIN, if you look at the last 1 year, we have achieved quite a few developments. One is, not only ministries, but several non-governmental organizations also want a part of NIN. Everybody wants cooperation and collaboration with NIN. The reason is we are so skillful and there is so much knowledge pool in NIN. So for instance, we had a series of meetings to revise decades-long vitamin A program that is there for children from 1 year to 6 years. So these meetings occurred with scientists with NIN, Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, and many other external experts. So now we are going to revise the vitamin A strategy, and that's because of hard work from several scientists of NIN. And also now we are currently revising the strategy of ICDS and MDM program. All of you, do you know what is ICDS and MDM program? Integrated Child Development Services and Midday Meal Program. Our country is the only place where we have such huge, massive nutrition supplementation programs. And this was instituted way back in 1960 in Tamil Nadu, whereas the whole country adopted it only in 1995. Several states took up right from 1960 when Tamil Nadu adopted for the first time. Later on, other states also slowly adopted the situation of midday meal program, which improved the attendance of rural children, poor children. They came to school only to eat then, but now they realize the importance of education. Now it's not, the objective is not just to improve nutrition status, but is also to improve education status of children. And this integrated child development services we have for children, pregnant women to improve their nutrition status and health. Now what happened is, once upon a time, food security was very important. Therefore, the basket, that is nutrition supplementation had, we calculated only for calories and protein. But now, food security is there. Majority of the population have food security. But what about nutrition security? What is the difference between food and nutrition security? Nutrition security means it's not just calories and proteins, but also several micronutrients that are extremely important to utilize the calorie and the protein that we eat. So we may be eating lots of calories and protein. You get lots of calories and proteins by eating some burger or a pizza or some samosa. Lot of calories we get, but we hardly get any micronutrients. So now we are revising the MDM basket, and MDM means midday meal program basket, and also ICDS basket to improve the nutrition security, not just the food security, but also nutrition security. And all of you know very well that last year September, during the Nutrition Ma, September is Nutrition Ma for us, right from 1st to the 30th of September. So during the Nutrition Ma, what happened? Can you recall? What did we do? A major achievement? RDAs. We released our RDAs. For the first time in India, we had developed estimated average requirements. And using highly technical scientific skills, lots of scientists within our institute and outside experts also worked very hard, especially within the institute. All of us worked day and night and brought out that release, which was released by Ministry of Health and Family Welfare. The Minister of Health and Family Welfare, that is Dr. Harshavardhan, the then minister. Now why I am recollecting that is, now that has become a gazette mandate. I mean, the Food Safety Standard Authority of India has given a notification that RDA and EAR released by NIN is a mandate for all the industries and companies. That is means food industries, they have to follow that the EAR that we have generated. So now they can follow both the old one and the new one, but from 2023 July 1st, the 2020 RDA becomes mandatory. All the industries will fall in line and follow the mandate that we have produced. So we should really feel proud of that. That's because of the extreme skill that is there within our institute. And now, again, a group of scientists are helping and evolving dietary guidelines for Indians. We have a very beautiful dietary guidelines that is 2011. It was released in 2011 by our former director, Dr. Kamala Krishna Swami. She had a vision. For the first time, she got out that book, very beautiful book. But now, in the last 10 years, lots of changes have happened with respect to nutrition and with respect to health as well. I mean, our undernutrition is going down. Although many people don't agree that it is going down, I can say with authenticity, it is going down. We are improving in our nutrition status, but we are also increasing our overweight and obesity, and also our cardiovascular diseases and diabetes. So keeping all those things in view, we are developing the latest dietary guidelines for Indians, and a group of scientists are helping and working hard to evolve this with the keeping in mind the current situation of health and nutrition in our country. So these are the 3-4 things that we have achieved. But apart from this, the other one is, INR, India Nutrition Report. We are also, in the last 1 year, we have also developed India Nutrition Report. This is a very unique report. Very soon it is going to be released. I mean, it is in the final stages. Once it is released, probably the profile of sampling technique in surveys in India might change. And that will be a very, very big achievement, because when we analyzed all the data sets like NNMB, like NFHS, all these surveys have had a biased sample. And for the first time, we realized that, and when we did that, it is mostly the deprived population that is being sampled. So naturally, the nutrition status of India that is being projected is a bias sampling, is on a bias sample. So all those things are addressed in the book, and we have also realized that the cross-sectional nutrition status that we are measuring currently most probably may not be right, and we are also going to adopt a new technology. So once this India nutrition report is released, perhaps it's going to change. I mean, the profile is going to change, and the sampling technique probably is going to be adopted by the government. And yesterday I had a meeting with external experts, and the DG was there. It was chaired by Dr. Vinod Pal, the member of Niti Aayog, and many other external experts were there, and had to discuss about nutrition and immunity. Most probably, India will be the first country to come up with some consolidated recommendation about nutrient supplementation during COVID infection. Globally, we do not have any proper recommendation. It is only wholesome diet. We are also recommending wholesome diet currently. But yesterday, after I presented the nutrition problem in our country and the COVID situation, I mean, Dr. Vinod Pal and the other experts were so convinced. Now they are asking us to write the policy brief, which will be written and submitted to the to ICMR. Perhaps it is going to be adopted very soon with respect to vitamin D supplementation in COVID. That's again another very big achievement. I mean, we should not sit glorified with the achievements. Again, we have to work. I mean, see, with a handful of scientists, we were able to achieve lots of developments, and we impacted policy at several levels. I'm really very proud of it. All this is because of extremely good work ethics that is there prevailing with our people. If we follow good work ethics, we are highly productive at a faster pace. So when we follow certain work ethics, we are highly productive, perform consistently, and also at a faster pace, and also with the same quality. So these, all these cultures are very important if we have to produce more. So most of the scientists are very willing workers. They cooperate extremely. They go extra mile to work with others and also to work in team. I'm really happy and proud I belong to this institution, and I work with such beautiful colleagues. Again, thank you very much. Thank you. I think I should take this opportunity to thank you all. You are all very wonderful and beautiful people, extending your cooperation to achieve the mandate of our institute and to help the country and to help the people. But there are few small enthusiasts, people, small group of or one or two people who have misplaced enthusiasm. They are all very good people, very intelligent, hardworking, but they have misplaced enthusiasm. They do not realize the greatness of the institute. It is extremely important to have that feeling of belonging. I belong to this institute. It is great. If it is not great, it's because of you. If it is great, it is because of you. So realize that your institute is great. Realize that you are great. Only then you can contribute more and more. So these misplaced enthusiasts feel and imagine that the organizations that are outside are more contributing and more intelligent. They keep on working like donkeys to other organizations, and other organizations, they have no basics in nutrition, they have no fundamentals in research, they latch on to NIN and they make the scientists work only for them. And these scientists, without working for the institute, they keep on contributing to them, and they work really very hard. But all their hard work is going to them. And what they conceive and prepare may not be of good quality like what is being produced from NIN. So I request even that small group to use their intellect to the benefit of the organization and work towards the mandate of the organization, which is very important if we have to achieve the goals of the country, that is sustainable development goal. And it is our responsibility, primary responsibility, to work for our people and not fulfill the agenda and improve the CVs of other organizations. These organizations would always like to put India in a bad light because their relevance is lost if India is improved. So we have to realize that and be very guarded when we keep, we have to support, we have to collaborate and work with other organizations. But then we have to remember that we are the lead, we are the primary people. I mean, we are the lead authors in those investigations, and the agenda should be driven from the institute, not work on the agenda driven by other organizations. I mean, if it is not within the mandate of us. So, diversity, unity in diversity is the most beautiful thing. So, each one of us is having different skills. Let us recognize our skills and nurture it. At the same time, recognize the skills and talent of others. That is very important when you have to cooperate and work in a team. If you look down upon others, you cannot cooperate and cannot work in team. Luckily, most of the scientists and technical people with us are extremely good, and they know the talent within them, and also they recognize the talent in others. That is the reason we all cooperate and work with each other. So unity in diversity is extremely important. Nurture it and let it grow. Jai Hind. Once again, happy Independence Day.
Thank you, madam, for that very inspiring speech. Very exciting times ahead for us as we move from food security to nutrition security. Jai Hind to that. May I now request Dr. Aisha, convener of the Academic Council, to announce the PhD awardees.
A very good morning to all of you, and greetings on this very special occasion of 75th Independence Day that we are celebrating today. And as you all are aware that for the past 2 years, since our Madam Director has taken over, she has instituted a Best Research Scholar Award that is given to a PhD student. And we have also started giving certificates to PhD awardees who have completed their PhD from our institute. So I will now be announcing, so we have 4 awardees who got their degree from January 2021 to July 2021. So I'll be announcing the names, and the certificate will be presented by Madam Director. So the first one is Dripta Roy Chowdhury, who has done her PhD under the guidance of Dr. Madhavan Nair in nutrition from Osmania University. Congratulations, Dripta. The second is Ms. P.S. Prashanti, who has done her PhD under the guidance of Dr. G. Bhanuprakash Reddy in biochemistry from Osmania University. Congratulations, Prashanti. And the next person is Ms. P. Swati Chitra, also under the guidance of Dr. Bhanuprakash Reddy, PhD in nutrition from Osmania University. Congratulations, Swati. And the next person is Ms. Daniela Ann Shine, who has done her PhD under the guidance of Dr. R. Ananthan in nutrition from Osmania University. I understand Daniela is not here. Thank you, ma'am. So, and also with regard to the Best Scholar Award, I would just like to mention that it has been deferred to January 2022 because we had very few applications, so we thought we can, give the award on Republic Day, January 2022. Thank you all.
Congratulations to all the awardees. May I now request Mr. Venkateshwara Rao to announce the winners in the maintenance group.
డెబ్బైదవ స్వాతంత్ర దినం సందర్భంగా మిత్రులకు, తోటి సహచరులకు, పెద్దలకు శుభాకాంక్షలు తెలియజేస్తున్నాను. అలాగే ప్రతి సంవత్సరం సెక్యూరిటీ సర్వీసెస్లో పనిచేస్తున్న అవుట్సోర్సింగ్ సిబ్బంది వారందరికీ స్వాతంత్ర దిన సందర్భంగా చిరు కానుకతో అభినందించాలని డైరెక్టర్ గారి ఆదేశంతో సెక్యూరిటీలో 24 గంటలు సేవలు అందిస్తున్న అవుట్సోర్సింగ్ సిబ్బందికి చిరు కానుకను డైరెక్టర్ గారు 6గురికి అందిస్తారు. మిగతా వారందరికీ కూడా కన్వీనర్ మెయింటెనెన్స్ సెక్యూరిటీ వారు తర్వాత డిపార్ట్మెంట్లో అందిస్తారు. మేడం ప్లీజ్ కమ్. మొట్టమొదటిగా ఎన్ కృష్ణారెడ్డి, సెక్యూరిటీ సూపర్వైజర్, రిటైర్డ్ హానరబుల్ లెఫ్టినెంట్. ఎంఎన్ రావు, సెక్యూరిటీ సూపర్వైజర్, రిటైర్డ్ సుబేదార్ మేజర్. కేఎన్ చౌహాన్, సెక్యూరిటీ సూపర్వైజర్, రిటైర్డ్ సుబేదార్ మేజర్. తిరుపతి రావు, సెక్యూరిటీ గార్డ్, రిటైర్డ్ హవల్దార్. వై సరిత, సెక్యూరిటీ గార్డ్. అలాగే ఈ మధ్యలో అతివర్షం ద్వారా డ్రైనేజ్ మ్యాన్హోల్ బ్లాక్ అవ్వడం, ఛాతీలోతు వర్షం నీరు గేట్ నెంబర్ 4 దగ్గర బ్లాక్ని తొలగించి మోటారు ద్వారా రాత్రి పగలు కష్టపడి వర్షం నీటిని తొలగించడంలో తోడ్పడ్డ మెయింటెనెన్స్ డిపార్ట్మెంట్ అవుట్సోర్సింగ్ సిబ్బందిని కూడా చిరు కానుకతో అభినందించాలని డైరెక్టర్ గారిని కోరుతున్నాం. పి శ్రీనివాసరావు, ఎన్ మధుసూదన్, శాంతి కుమార్, శాంతి కుమార్, ఏ కుమార్. ఇదే డ్రైనేజ్ బ్లాకులు వర్షంలో గేట్ నెంబర్ 4 దగ్గర బ్లాకులన్నీ తీసి ఆ వర్షం నీరు మోటార్ ద్వారా బయటికి పంపు చేయడంలో తోడ్పడ్డ వీళ్ళందరూ చాలా కష్టపడ్డారు డే అండ్ నైట్. కాబట్టి వీరికి చిరుకానుకతో అభినందిస్తున్నాం. థ్యాంక్ యూ వెరీ మచ్. మరొక్కసారి 75వ స్వాతంత్ర దిన సందర్భంగా అందరికీ శుభాకాంక్షలు తెలియజేస్తున్నాను.
We now have Master Nikhil singing a patriotic song for us. Nikhil is Dr. Naveen's son. Welcome, Nikhil. Happy Independence Day. Same to you. Thank you.
So, good morning everyone. My name is Nikhil and I am the son of Dr. Naveen Kumar. Happy Independence Day to all of you who is present here in this occasion. Today I am going to sing a patriotic song on account of Independence Day. तेरी मिट्टी में मिल जावा गुल बन के मैं खिल जावा इतनी सी है दिल की आरज़ू तेरी नदियों में बह जावा तेरे खेतों में लहरावा इतनी सी है दिल की आरज़ू भारत हमको जान से प्यारा है सबसे न्यारा गुलिस्ता हमारा है भारत हमको जान से प्यारा है सबसे न्यारा गुलिस्ता हमारा है सदियों से भारत भूमि दुनिया की शान है भारत माँ की रक्षा में जीवन कुर्बान है भारत हमको जान से प्यारा है सबसे न्यारा गुलिस्ता हमारा है भारत हमको जान से प्यारा है, सबसे न्यारा गुलिस्ता हमारा है। जय हिंद।
Thank you, Nikhil. And that was the emotion I was talking about in my welcome speech. Yeah, we now have Master Puneet, who is Mr. Maheshwar's son, who wants to share a few words with us. Puneet.
Namaste, ma'am. Namaste, friends. I wish you all happy Independence Day. Today we are celebrating 75th year of independence. India got freedom from British rule. On 15th August 1947, Mahatma Gandhi, Subhash Chandra Bose, Bhagat Singh, Tilak, Gopal Krishna Gokhale, Jhansi Lakshmibai, Veer Savarkar, Mangal Pandey and others are our freedom fighters. They fought for freedom of our nation. I am proud to be an Indian. We all must try our best to bring honor to our country. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.
We'll now proceed for high tea. Before that, I have a pleasant duty to thank all my colleagues from the accounts department, the electric department, especially the maintenance department, which has worked very hard to put this event together. I request all of you to join us for high tea, and the security can join for the group photo session after we disperse. Thank you. Jai Hind. I'm sorry, I didn't mention the venue. The high tea is in the Gopalan Lawns. It's being served at the Gopalan Lawns. Thank you.